I'm literally using the light on my laptop because I'm too lazy to go upstairs and get my ring light. Love that. Cute. Taurus energy. Hello, back with another video. I know it's been a long time, I'm sorry. I'm doing my best to be consistent. Just, you know, I'm doing my best. That's what we need to focus on here. That's what's important. So today I want to talk about macros, what they are, and how you could, in theory, track them if that's what you want to do to achieve your fitness goals. So I made a tweet on Twitter just kind of playing with the idea if I made a video series rather, about fitness basics and just terms and different things that people kind of like assume you already know when they talk about it. Just stuff that you might not know, things that are talked about a lot in the fitness community, and I just kind of want to, you know, explain them on a basic level so you can understand them, and then when you see them being used in like workout guides or videos or posts or whatever the case, you'll kind of have a bit of a better understanding of what they mean. There's a lot of pseudoscience and just fake stuff that goes on about macros, and just people will promote various types of diets and restricting this and limiting that, and it's just, we need to clear the air about these things so that you guys can have actual real knowledge when going forth with your fitness journeys, because then that'll get you actual results. So to start, macros, that stands for macronutrients, and the three main macronutrients are protein, carbs, and fat. But I also, before I get into those, I want to talk about calories, because calories are, quite simply, they're just units of energy. And there is no one specific macronutrient that will make you fat or that will make you lose weight. The only way you will lose weight is if you burn more calories than you consume. And the only way you will gain weight is if you consume more calories than you burn. That is it. An excess of carbs will not make you fat. An excess of fat will not make you fat. Consuming massive amounts of protein will not make you gain ridiculous amounts of muscle overnight. You want to gain weight, you have to eat more than you burn. And you want to lose weight, you have to burn more than you eat. That's literally it. There's a lot of talk about, like, you know, keto and carbs make you fat, and if you cut out carbs, you'll lose weight. No, it really just comes down to calories, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. So first, let's discuss carbs. So carbs, basically, all they really are is this energy. They're the main source of energy for your body, for just basic bodily functions. And there's two types of carbs. There's sugars and there's starches, which are basically simple carbs and complex carbs. Now, simple carbs are things like processed food, junk food, candy, white bread, white rice, anything made with like white flour. That right there is your simple carbs. And simple carbs get digested really, really quickly, so that can spike your blood sugar, give you a quick burst of energy, but then bring you right back down, and also more likely to get stored as fat. And then you have complex carbs, which are found in whole plant foods, grains, vegetables, beans, things like that. And complex carbs take longer to digest. Therefore, they are less likely to be stored as fat, and it gives you more sustained long-term energy. Aside from just providing you with energy, carbs enable your metabolism to burn fat, and they prevent protein from being used as energy. Your body does not want to use protein for energy. That's like one of the last resorts that it'll go to for energy. And when your body starts to use protein for energy, that's when you lose muscle, that's when you lose gains, and that's just, we don't want that to happen. So your body does not want to use protein as energy, so it is vital that you consume enough carbs so that your body has plenty of energy to perform, not just for workouts, but basic bodily functions, like your heart pumping, your nervous system working, walking, just breathing, basic things that require energy. Carbs, that's what they're there for. Good carbs are good for you. Don't cut them out. Don't cut them out. So next, protein. Protein gets talked about a lot. Pretty much everyone kind of mostly knows that protein has some correlation with building muscles, and that is true. Protein is best consumed after workouts to help with muscle growth, along with carbs, because carbs will give your body that energy to use that protein to build it and put it towards your muscles. And protein is made up of multiple amino acids. I'm not gonna get like super technical in this video and explain all the amino acids and blah, blah, blah. This is just basic, simple terms so you can understand. If you want me to go into more detail about these things, just let me know and I will. But yes, like I said, protein, it builds muscle, and there's always different say of like how much protein you should consume. I like to go by that you should consume between 0.8 and 1 grams per pound of lean body mass. Your lean body mass is not the same as your actual weight. You can just Google how to calculate lean body mass and it'll tell you. But that's how much you could do more than that. If you're really looking to build muscle, you can experiment, you could do less than that. Everyone's different, and there is no like one cookie cutter formula or one way to know that you're consuming enough protein. A lot of it comes down to just experimenting and seeing what works for you, and trial and error, and paying attention to your progress. But protein, muscles, we want it. We don't want it to be used as energy, which is why enough carbs with protein is very important. Now the third and last macronutrient is fat. And it's very easy to think that if you consume too much fat, you will get fat. But this is not the case, because like we talked about earlier, you gain weight from just consuming more calories than you burn. That's it. It's not because of one macronutrient. So there's two types of fats. There's unsaturated fats, which are good fats, which you can find in things like nuts and avocados, seeds, olive oil. Those are good fats. They can help you absorb nutrients faster, and they keep you full for longer. And then you have your bad fats. And then you have your bad fats, which are your saturated fats. These are found in things like meat, dairy, and eggs. They have a ton of cholesterol. They clog your arteries. They don't provide any nutrients. They don't do anything good for you. So I don't like to label food as like good and bad, but saturated fats are not very good for you. We would like to stay away from those as much as possible, because like I said, they have no nutritious value. They don't offer you anything good, and they can clog your arteries. So that's what fats are. Now, all three macronutrients are very important in your diet. You don't want to cut out just one of them because, you know, you saw somewhere on Twitter that someone said, you know, a high carb, low fat diet is the way to go. No. When you consume a diet that's not very balanced, at first you might see some results. You might lose weight, you might build muscle, you might, you know, this or that, whatever. But long term, you can experience health issues with your gut. Your hair can start thinning, you can start breaking out if you are not consuming a well-balanced diet that has all three macronutrients: carbs, protein, and fat. None of them should be drastically reduced or cut out of your diet. They'll just produce short-term results. Like you'll see people, you know, do like low carb diets, for example. There's a lot of people who will do them and they'll swear by them for weight loss, and sure, they'll lose weight, but the only reason they're losing weight is because they're generally consuming a less amount of calories, because like we talked about earlier, weight loss is attributed to consuming less calories than you burn. So that's why those people see weight loss, and majority of the time when they start consuming carbs again, they will gain the weight right back. It has nothing to do with the carbs themselves, it just has to do with the calories that you're consuming. Permanent weight gain, permanent weight loss, permanent results come from long-term permanent lifestyle changes. There is no magic pill, there's no magic diet, there is no, you know, if I cut this out, this will happen, and if I add this in, this will happen. No. It really just comes down to calories in versus calories out. So yeah, weight gain and weight loss pretty much all comes down to calories. If you want to create a calorie deficit, you can do that with either your food or exercise or both, whereas you're just, as long as you are burning more calories than you're consuming, you're good. And you want to create a calorie surplus, you just have to consume more calories than you are burning. So that would mean less cardio and just upping your calorie intake. I hope that this is helpful, and if you have any questions about macros or fitness related things, you can drop them in the comments below. You can DM me, you can email me, whatever you want to do. I'll try my best to get back to you as fast as possible. So I hope you found this helpful. I'll try to have something a little bit more like fun and less just information next time. I have some ideas, but I wanted to just get something like this out there to kind of start this whole like fitness basics series. I don't really have a fun name for it yet. Maybe I will by the time I upload this video, but Thanks for watching, and if you're not already subscribed, please do so. Like this video, share it with someone you think might benefit from knowing this. Like maybe your friend who thinks low carbs are making them lose weight. They should see this video. So thank you for your support, thanks for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Would it be funny, this is totally unrelated to this video, would it be funny if I did a video of me reading DMs? Like, I'm talking about like the creepy weird DMs that I get on a daily basis from random men and like people with egg pictures on Twitter. Like the message requests. Should I make a video about that? Should I do that? That would be, I feel like that's funnier than like reading hate comments. I don't know, let me know. Just thinking out loud.